Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dream Team Tonic, Episode 8, Game Week 13 review. Monday night. Currently, the Chelsea-West Ham game is at 3-0, 85 minutes, 86 minutes. So if anything changes, the points may change a little bit within the teams on here. So we need a little bit of updating. With me, Tony, is Ben, as usual. You all right, Ben?
Hey, mate, you all right?
All good, mate, you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Excellent. We'll dive in with the weekly talking points. Big performance from Liverpool.
Yeah.
And Mo Salah.
Yeah, smashed it, didn't he?
Yeah, he weren't on for long, but he come and smashed it.
I bet a few people transferred him out.
Yeah.
Then he went in the lineup.
Yeah, he weren't just that. With the big rumours, weren't it, about wanting to leave, not being happy. Then he weren't in the lineup. What's going on there?
Berners just missed again.
Oh, God. That's not what I want.
I think he hit the post.
Oh. Shocking. He's got an assist.
Yeah, he's got an assist.
If I take him out, mate, I know he's going to bag 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hit the crossbar. That's what he's done.
Oh, Jesus. God, there you are. Anyway, onto his strike partner, Firmino.
Oh, yeah. Your man.
Yeah. Put him in, slated him. Said it was just a decision after a few beers, and he's got me 33 points over 2 game weeks.
Well, it's not too bad, is it, for what he's...
No.
Maybe he's going to start scoring now.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the start of it. Robertson got a couple of assists as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold, an assist.
Yeah, the main 3 defenders all got an assist. All got 10 points.
Yeah, Matic got one as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he got one. He got Salah's first goal. He nodded it on to him.
Yeah. Filled the boots, really, didn't he, Liverpool? It was the game to be having all the Liverpool assets. So if you have stuck by him over these last 3-4 weeks, but yeah, you'll have had a decent week there.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace, I don't know what happened to them. I think they were just clinical, Liverpool, weren't they? They just every time they went forward and created a chance, they were putting it away.
Yeah. Manny didn't look happy when he was coming off either, did he?
Fuming. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew there were goals there.
He knew he could have got a hat-trick or something.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a frustration for him. Yeah, Salah come on and did the business. He did what Mane didn't do, so you can't really complain. He had the time. What about Man City? Go from a 7-0 from Liverpool and onto Man City struggling by.
I don't know what's going on with them. There's just they're plodding along, keeping the clean sheets though, which is good. But they're just getting like the 1-0s, aren't they?
Yeah, they're definitely looking more solid. But up top, they seem lacking ideas. De Bruyne, once it goes through De Bruyne, obviously he can create from anything. But other than that, they just still don't look great going forward.
They need Aguero back, but keeps getting injured, doesn't he?
Yeah, I just don't think he's fit. Something going on there. We had a massive break, didn't we, with all the COVID thing, and said the other week he looked overweight. Yeah, and then I don't know why Jesus were out. I didn't see that one. Was that illness or injury?
Probably just dropped him.
Yeah, well, he's been rubbish, great over the last few weeks. Yeah, he has. I mean, they got Sterling, but even he's looked a bit off this season.
Yeah, but they need to invest in a centre forward. It looks like Aguero's getting on now, so Jesus ain't good enough to be the number 9. I don't think the main man.
No, he threatened it a couple of years ago because he did look like he'd be able to take on that mantle. He played Torres at number 9 again, didn't he? The weekend. Yeah. Didn't really get much of a sniff. City still they're solid at the back. The jump over from onto the City defensive assets were a good shout. It'd just be nice if they'd settle it and play the same back four every week.
Yeah,
That's the only frustration in it.
yeah, it's a nightmare. So
But
Southampton are looking good though, aren't they?
yeah, quality. Quality. Vestergaard's looking great at centre half. Every corner, he's winning everything. He's an absolute beast.
Yeah, he's tackles. He's the man at the back. He's doing everything. Next
Yeah,
Van Dyke.
yeah.
Maybe not.
You never know, though, do you? You never know. He dropped out at team for a while at Southampton,
Yeah.
and
When my Southampton mates, they all say that he's rubbish. But like, obviously now we've had about 10 good games. They're all loving
yeah,
now. But
yeah,
I remember when they last season and that they were like, just we want to sell him, want to get rid of him, want to get rid of him. And now they like love him.
I think it's about finding a consistency in it.
Yeah.
Like when they're dropping in and out of the teams, I don't think they really had a settled backline. Southampton, but this season they've had quite a settled team. Romeo looks good
Yeah.
alongside Ward Prowse. Uh, Che Adams is doing all right up there. Shame about the Danny Ings injury. I'm not too sure how serious that one is, but
Yeah.
that's going to hamper him a little bit, isn't it?
He's injury prone, isn't he?
He is. He
Not
is.
good
He's not one to
not good
rely
for
on, is he?
fantasy football. Like you transfer him in and then he gets injured again after 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. He's a bit like a Joe Matip, isn't
Yeah.
he? Right, on to two teams that can't defend, Man United and Leeds. Uh, Did you watch that game? Decent game.
Yeah, brilliant game.
Good to
Brilliant
watch,
game.
weren't it?
What the hell? Scott McTominay's like a different person.
Yeah. Where did he come up with them two goals
It's
from?
like Paul Scholes.
Yeah.
Just ghosted into the box.
He was a bit Paul Scholes, the Scottish Paul Scholes. Yeah, they're unfortunate Leeds. Bamford had a few chances, didn't he? Rafinha looked good for them. They created enough. It was just, again, United were clinical, a bit like Liverpool.
Yeah, there was Leeds had 17 shots and Man United had 26.
It was a good game of footy. It was good because neither of them can really defend.
Do you know? Do you know who they remind me of? Leeds,
Go on.
the old Kevin Keegan Newcastle team. All that
Yeah,
attack.
yeah. That's it. We'll score more than you.
Yeah, you score
Yeah,
4, we'll
well,
score 5.
yeah. I mean, it's good to watch. It's good. I mean, you'd love to watch like that United and Leeds game every day a week rather
Yeah,
than watching Mourinho part the buzz against someone and
yeah.
try to scrape a 1-0 win.
You'd rather watch Leeds go out try and win every game than say like West Brom or Sheffield United are going to try and park the bus and get in
Yeah,
and 1-0 or get a draw,
yeah,
nil draw.
definitely.
Go down fighting rather than just you know.
Yeah, it's great to see as well. And they've got some quality about them, Leeds, as well. They look good going forward. They'll score against anybody. So yeah, it's good to see. Did you see the Villa West Brom game?
No, I caught the highlights.
Did you see the red cards?
Yeah, that was bad. That.
Did you see the one straight after with House,
Yeah,
Villa centre half? I mean, sure, there's got to be some consistency. They're both red cards, now, aren't they?
yeah, I know, I know what you mean, but like it seemed a bit more accidental the house one. Like he slipped across the surface; it was wet. But
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Like he did stand on him.
he's definitely. It's more of the House one. He's more of a play for the ball. It
Yeah,
is more innocent because he's gone to get the ball. He's just mistimed it and he's come down on his shin. The
yeah,
Livermore one did look a little bit more nasty, where he's actually kicked out at Grealish. It
yeah,
looked like anyway. Whether he did or not, only he'll know that. But I
yeah.
just think the House one could have done the same amount of damage.
Mm.
So that's yeah, I think a little bit inconsistent. That I'd have if I were giving a red for the first one, I'd give it a red for the next one as well.
So I think it's probably a yellow. I know what you mean,
Yeah,
but it's like he's stamped on him, but well, it's not
yeah,
stamped. Studs were up, weren't he? So, but the Livermore one, you could see like from the replay, he's nowhere near the ball. He's like gone for his ankle.
yeah. It does look like he's gone to take Grealish out, doesn't it?
He should know better as well because he's like one of the leaders of the team.
He's the captain, isn't he?
Yeah,
Made captain. Yes, especially in the position they're in a derby like that, you just can't afford. You've got some good quality Villa going forward. You can't afford to be going down to 10 men against them. Grealish spends half his day on his arse, doesn't he? The amount of times he gets kicked, he must come home with some bruises after these games. He's top drawer. He draws them fouls in nicely.
fast
Good
and
player.
quick feet.
Yeah, yeah, very good player. Very impressed with him this season. What about your lot?
And I shock result, eh?
I don't think it's a shock, is it? Got the quality Leicester. They are that good on the day.
It's go on.
Madison played well again.
Yeah. Oh, that goal wasn't offside.
No,
No way.
it's
Did you see the way they put the line across?
yeah,
It
yeah,
went from Aurier's left foot, I think, no, right foot. It went from his right foot because his left foot was up in the, as he was running, so his foot wasn't touching the ground. So they put the
yeah.
line from his right foot instead of his left foot. So it
I,
looked like made him offside. And if he'd done it from the left hand side of his body, he would have been onside.
for me, Ben, honestly, they've got to start drawing these lines and they're touching and this. It's tosh.
Yeah.
It's not offside.
They,
This black and white thing.
mm,
If you were starting to draw lines from someone's shoulder, from their armpit, it's just so irritating. Let these goals stand.
you got to
That's,
get. They do it in Holland, don't they? They give advantage to the attacker.
yeah, did they widen the line or something to
Yeah,
a certain degree? I mean, why aren't we doing that?
we should
We
be
want to
doing
see
that.
goals. I mean, these strikers, they're making these runs, and obviously the natural way is to lean forward to set off on your run, and then they're disallowing goals because someone's nipples hanging over that line. It's not. It's just ruining it a little bit.
Yeah, and Ollie Watkins as well in the Villa game. His goal was onside as well. They gave that
Yeah,
off.
another one, prime example as well. So, but yeah, I thought Madison looked good again. Vardy, his usual penalty. I thought he played well though, Vardy. Actually,
Yeah,
he did play well. Bit of a nuisance.
good to
Um,
see Ndidi and Castagna back.
yeah, indeed, they were quality in the middle part there. A lot of tackles, interceptions. Played well. You needed a few of them players back. I
Yeah,
think Leicester, you've missed a few, haven't you?
Ricardo's
But
back soon.
yeah,
Been saying
yeah.
that.
Has he
Been saying that for weeks.
has he been getting games in under 23s or?
Yeah, he played for the under 23s and he played against Zoya in the Europa League, and I think he had a setback. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's not back properly yet.
Same with Sionchu.
Yeah, so he came, he played, and he got injured after like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you see the tackle on Fafana for the penalty? Aurier.
Yeah. What's
What
he thinking?
what was he doing? He
Just
like ran into him like a raging bull.
he was like a train, weren't he? Just come right through back of him. You could tell he was giving his head a wobble after it.
Everyone
Like,
knows.
what have I just done?
Everyone knows you don't do that when you're playing football. You just you don't go through the back of someone like that in the
No,
box.
no. I mean, it can be a bit rash, can't he, Oreo?
Yeah,
He's been all right this year. He's not been making such rash decisions like that, but yeah, that's what he's capable of.
yeah.
Something like that.
Mourinho was
It's,
saying that on the documentary that he's like capable of giving away penalties all the time.
yeah, he can be a bit heavy-handed, Oreo. But like I say, he's kept that to a minimum this season. That's probably why he's cemented. they signed Doherty, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then Aurier seems to have just stepped up. So, be interested to see where he goes. I think he'll be dropped for it next game. Well, Mourinho's probably not going to put up with that. We'll see where he goes with that. Anyway, from all of that, what you've seen this weekend, obviously we've still got a couple of games left, haven't we? We've got 4 EFL Cup games: Brentford, Newcastle, Arsenal, City, Stoke, Spurs, and Everton United. It should be a decent game, Everton United. Any new players on your radar, Ben?
Yeah. Well, there's a few. Bamford's on my radar.
Hmm.
The fixtures are really good for Leeds coming up now.
Yeah.
He's like the third man in your strike force in getting, because Werner's not pulling any trees up, is he?
He isn't,
Or
no.
you know what I mean? At the moment, with no European games, you can look outside the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Saha, he's got some good fixtures coming up now. He just had a bad run of games, but before that, he had a good few points.
Interesting with Zaha is when Milivojevic, when he plays, is
Yeah,
Zaha on penalties?
I think Milivojevic is the first choice penalty taker, and
Right.
then Saha. I'm not sure because when he played United, I'm not sure because Saha took the penalties that game. I can't remember if Milivojevic was playing because I think he missed the penalty. That's why Saha took them ones. That one.
Yeah. You never know then. Like I say, it's quite attractive there with the fixtures if he is on penalties.
Yeah.
I've just got a couple. I've just got Madison, who last couple of games, I mean, well, it's obvious to see, looks like he's getting somewhere near back to the levels he were at. It's a lot more dangerous. I think it's just purely confidence. I just think he's played with a lot more confidence last couple of games.
He doesn't lack much confidence, does he?
No, no, so he's looked all right. Looked a bit of a danger. And we mentioned him earlier, Vestergaard, at 3 million.
Yeah.
Because the fixtures for Southampton, other than Liverpool, aren't that bad. And he looks at it. You got Ward Prowse putting them balls in from free kicks and corners. He is a danger every time.
Yeah.
He wins quite a lot up there. So for 3 million, he could be a bit of a snip. Like you say, through January with no European fixtures.
I got one for you.
Um, Go on.
Sigurdsson. Two
Yeah.
2.6 million.
Yeah, has he got back-to-back star months for Everton?
I think he got 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
He's on penalties and free kicks and corners.
Yeah, he's a great shout. What are Everton's fixtures like?
They're not
Like,
great, but
but then again, the last 3 games wouldn't have looked great on paper, would they?
yeah, well that's it. They're good. They're on form. They're solid at the back now with the old Tony Pulis tactics. 4 centre halves.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're looking quite decent. Who did they beat? They beat Chelsea, Leicester, and Arsenal in the last 3 games.
yeah, it's not bad that. Note him down, 2.6 million, Sigurdsson. It's a good shout.
They've got United on Wednesday in the Cup,
Yeah.
then Sheffield United, and then Man City on Monday on the 28th.
I mean, you wouldn't bet against him turning City over, to be fair.
Yeah, they're at home against United and City, and they're away against Sheffield United, so they could win all 3 probably.
Yeah, you won't put it past him. Right. Let's go to got some questions from Wayne Foster Crouch, who follows us on Facebook. Is El Ghazi an option? He's 1.7 million. He's on pens and he's up pretty decent in the last couple of games. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, he's on my radar, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially with the midfielders, no one really standing out this year apart from Bruno and Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, usual suspects.
Yeah, and so you got like you've got your Mahrez or your Foden or whatever. They just keep getting rotated,
Yeah.
and El Ghazi seems to have like nailed down a place in the team, and he's a midfielder in Dream Team as well. So he's very good option, especially in being on penalties. And he's been having he had 8 shots in the last 2 games. He's had 16 shots over the last 2 games.
That's crazy. Just a quick one on that El Ghazi. I know obviously they played El Ghazi left, Traore right, I think it was.
Yeah.
So will it be Traore losing his place when Barkley gets back in the side rather than El Ghazi?
Yeah, I was talking to a Villa mate, and he says, but at the moment, if they carry on playing like this, Barkley won't be able to get into the starting 11.
Yeah, he's going to struggle because I've been quite impressed with Traore as well. He's looked pretty good.
Yeah, decent.
But yeah,
Nice
I
finish.
think with the penalty thing with El Ghazi, I think that it makes him a good shout for that money, doesn't it? Like you say, someone who's probably going to start every game.
Yeah, it's worth the gamble.
Definitely. Especially if you're struggling with a bit of cash.
And you could upgrade your defence or something with the extra cash.
Yeah, or upgrade Werner.
Yeah, upgrade Werner, definitely.
I'll be sticking with him, I think.
Yeah.
Blind loyalty. I swear the last time I took him out was probably the last time he went on his little scoring spree. And I bet you when I put him back in was when he's not scored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 appearances for Chelsea. His last 9 games he's not scored. I think I took him out after they played United and drew 0-0. And then he scored in the next 4 games, including the brace. Yeah.
He's playing him out wide, isn't he? If he plays him through the centre, he'll get more chances.
He is, Ben. He's having the chances.
Yeah. He missed a good one tonight. Well, he missed two.
Well, yeah, because he's at the bar as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got an assist. He looks like he's a confidence player completely, which probably shows with his map there where he scores 1 and then goes on a bit of a run. I think he just needs one. He just needs a goal, a penalty. They've not had a penalty for that long either. They put Werner on penalties and they stopped getting them. Yeah, that's a frustration with him. Right, another couple of questions again from Wayne Foster Crouch on Facebook, and it's regarding. I think we spoke about this earlier in the week, and the 2 things you'd add to the rules in Dream Team next year to improve it. It's a very debated topic. This.
Go on.
What would you do, Ben? Go on.
I'll let you
can go for
it.
Yeah, well, for me, my feelings on it, I just love to remove the templateness of it.
Yeah.
Like the being able to sit there with Kane, Salah, Fernandes, De Bruyne, and 4 players now to make up a foursome within every team. I think you'd probably go through the whole top 100. You could probably go through the top 1,000.
Yeah.
Maybe more. The amount of ownership on them is unreal.
I can find out for you if you want. I've got it here.
And I just think from there you then like you say you're filling your team with Mahrez, Ford, and all the European players, and the teams just end up very samey.
Yeah, I agree.
I love the game. It's just a bit of a gripe that I think they could just affect a little bit better. Maybe there were a response on Twitter where about either you put a selection like cap on each team is always an option. I know they tried that a few years back. Or you make those premium players, Fernandes, Kane, Salah, De Bruyne, you make them big money. And you force people to have to, if they want them players in there, then they're going to have to scrimp and scrape around with the rest of the team. And you'll see people probably move away from all 4. They might only choose 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then you probably see players from the Southamptons, the Villas, the Evertons, the Arsenals who were scrapping around in a relegation dogfight. You probably see them players in the teams. I just think it mixes it up a bit more.
Do you mean like raise the prices to about 9 million each or something like that?
yeah, and I think it just then forces people in a certain direction. Which the more players that are involved, the more players that are under ownership, sure, the more exciting, the better it is.
Here's the ownership stats to the top 1,000 for them 4 players.
Go
Bruno Fernandes in the top 1,000 is 99.8% owned.
on. That's crazy. I
Kevin,
say it's crazy.
Kevin
Go
De
on.
Bruyne, 95.9% owned.
Yeah,
Harry Kane, 91.6% owned. And
yeah,
Mo Salah, 79.7% owned.
and that's probably come down it last week, hasn't it?
Yeah. So some people probably jumped off because they thought they'd get a two for zero on with the League Cup in the midweek. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Getting like Rashford in or someone like that, or
yeah,
Son.
yeah. That's for me. It's just the templateness. How they go about doing that. Um, I don't know. It's got to be either price rises um, for the elite players or a cap, which coming on to it next, which what's the thought from Wayne? What's the thoughts about a one player per team restriction?
I don't
I've,
think that'd be any good. That I think maybe three players each team, because if you
yeah,
have one player each team, everyone will have the same one player from each team. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Just pick the best
that's
player.
true.
Um,
That's true.
I'd like them to maybe um, give a bit more incentive to, like, you know, defensive midfielders or goalkeepers getting save points. You know what I mean? Save
Yeah,
bonus points. Tackle bonus for the midfielders and defenders. Um,
yeah,
Maybe even a captaincy for
yeah,
at the start of the week. At the start of the game week, you pick a captain.
yeah.
Just
I
so
agree with quite a
like, if
few of
you pick
them.
the wrong captain, then you're going to be a bit further behind. You know what I mean? You pick the right captain, it gives you double points.
Yeah, it mixes it up
Yeah,
because if you do have the templates where you've got the same four players in the team, if you can only pick one captain,
yeah,
then it's going to alter. It's going to like it's going to mix it. It's
yeah,
going to mix it
definitely.
up. Players aren't just scoring the same points. Sat there with the same players.
I
So
And I think the assist points needs to go up to 3 at least. Two's.
yeah,
It used to be midfielders used to get 2 points for a clean sheet, and they got rid of that a few seasons ago, and then they brought in the assists and just replaced
yeah.
it with the 2 points. But I think 3 points should be at least.
They've got. I think they've got to bring in more scoring. Whichever way they do it, they have to make it, like you say, bring more players into play. What's the point in having N'Golo Kante on the game?
Yeah.
There is. You might as well remove him. You might as well remove. There's 50% of players on the game. You could probably just remove because they don't get assists, they
Mm.
don't get goals, and after assists and goals, all you're looking at then is clean sheets, and obviously 7 ratings. So you got the seven. So you got them 4 plus a star man. So you got 5 ways to score points.
Yeah.
I just think needs a bit more. It needs a bit more to broaden like the pool of players that people are going to pick from.
Yeah. I just think it's a bit daft as well that if you get a 7 rating, you get 3 points. But if you get an assist, you only get 2 points.
Yeah,
It's like you affected the game more if you've got an assist, haven't you? Really?
that's it.
And
Yeah,
someone saying, "Oh, you've played well. You've got 7 points." You know, like how they do the ratings. Like
yeah,
Traore last year, he never did anything in the games. He just used to run around with the ball, and then
yeah,
he used to get star man.
yeah. It's crazy. I bet. I mean, I've not checked, but it wouldn't surprise me if you got a 7 rating today. I'm going to quick check. He did. He got a 7.2 rating. And I don't know if you watched the game. Don't get me wrong. He come on, and he did change the game up. He ran at the defence. He did start to create some stuff. But his end product were lacking completely.
Yeah,
But he's got seven. He's got a 7.2 rating there because he dribbled, and it's all about the dribbles. Like you say, last season, that's all he did. Running around with ball. and got triple bonuses. Yeah. Anyway, let's not have too much of them all. But yeah, that's what I think going forward. They need to just, I think, bring in a little bit more scoring, mix it up a little bit, mix it up. I think Frank from FF Stuff has said that you look at Sky Fantasy Football and Dream Team, and the registrations are going in opposite directions now. You've probably seen a lot more people jump over to Sky, which isn't what we want.
No.
Sun Dream Team needs to just have a look at it and see why are people moving over? Why are our registrations dropping year on year? And why is theirs gaining? So it's just something for them to look at. Be interesting to see what they come up with for next year. I'm sure they'll change some bits.
Yeah, they always seem to change stuff every year, so
They will.
hopefully they'll do something a bit different next year.
Yeah. It just depends how much they want to put into the game, don't it? Right, let's jump on to the Dream Team Tonic League table. Here we go. Right, I'll have a shout out of from 10th upwards. So in 10th so far, we've got Hodor, Peter Brown. In 9th, Martin Townsend. In 8th, that's you, Ben. And then we've got 3 in joint. You have dropped down, mate. You have game week points there, 75 though. You're doing all right there.
Yeah, not a bad week.
Three people in joint 5th. We got Sam Wignall, Wiggy's Wanderers. David Garside with Gars is 11, and James Fricker with Dodgy Sisters Athletic in joint 5th with 271 points. In 4th, got Fergie Time, Andrew Ferguson. 3rd, Wilson FC with Callum Hudson. 2nd, Wayne Herbert with the Villains, and still sat at the top on 340 is the Smoking Guns of Lee Allett, who's smashing it so far up there.
Done.
Not too sure which whereabouts I am. Let's have a quick look. Might take me a while to scroll all the way down, but we'll have a do. I'm in 16th. I've
You're marching
pulled
up.
myself away from the relegation zone now.
Firmino.
Yeah, my mate Firmino. Have a few beers more often, I think, at weekend and make me transfers. You're all lucky that I didn't have any more transfers left to make. But yeah, Firmino did the business this weekend with 2 goals and an assist and a Starman. He got the winning goal against Spurs as well, didn't he? With a Starman last week.
Yep.
Mason Mount assist tonight, and then Trent back with an assist and clean sheet. They're the highlights of my my team this week, which is sat on, I think it's 77 points now, 766 this season. Good news regarding James as well, because I thought he was going to be out for quite a while. Thought the injury curse had struck again, but looks like he's only going to miss a game, I think, according to Lampard, ain't he?
Don't know.
Have you not heard it?
I just saw on the Premier Injuries, it said it might be back for Boxing Day. 25% chance.
Oh, we'll trust Ben Dinnery, and
Yeah.
we'll go for that then. How did your team do this week then, Ben?
My team this week are 75 points.
75.
906 points now. Just inside
right,
the top 8k now. 7,900.
That's decent. It's climbed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone up.
Doing all right with that. Right. And so we've got them 4 games out of this week before the end of the year.
Yeah.
We've still got the differential going on. Who were your pick again, Ben?
Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson, he got a goal, didn't he?
Yeah, he dived for a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, VAR didn't see that dive.
No.
I'm catching you up now.
You are, mate. You are. I went with Richarlison, so he's still got a chance to get me some points.
Yeah.
And the community went with Aguero painfully, which isn't a great shout. They're still sat there at the bottom of the league, but that'll be updated on Thursday, and then there'll be a poll out for game week 14 selection. Hopefully, the community can select a little bit better. If you've got any players that you want, that you fancy for game week 14 and the differential, drop us a message on Twitter. I'll get added to the poll, and you can decide. I think that's about it, Ben. I think we're done for this game week, mate.
Right, mate.
Thanks everyone for listening. Hope you're enjoying it. If you're not following us on Facebook, Twitter, if you've not signed up to the website, please do. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and keep listening. It's appreciated. Take care. It'll be after Christmas now, I speak to you, so everyone has a good Christmas and enjoys it as much as we can with all the restrictions that are in place. But yeah, cheerio, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah.